It's Ask Anthony. I have a sad update to share with you. Earlier this year, I told you about this young man, Joseph Manning. He was 15 years old when he suffered a traumatic brain injury at a party in Waycross. How that happened and who is responsible has been a matter of debate in the small Georgia town. Tuesday night, he passed away at the age of 20. Tonight, his mother sent me a video message.
Tell Mr. Anthony, who is your favorite Florida Gator of all time?
Tim Tebow? Joseph Manning was your typical country boy. He loved football, riding dirt bikes, and hunting. This video taken just 6 days before his death, singing along to a country music song.
I know so many of you fell in love with him over the past 5 years and his traumatic brain injury, and he was a gift.
His mother, Tatum Thrift Walker, says his brain injury contributed to his death. Since 2019, Joseph spent years trying to recover from his injuries in and out of the hospital, and during that time, his family was on the sidelines fighting for him.
He aspirated, and here's the thing, nobody could ever predict it, but it was time for him to go home and to be with my dad and Jesus. And I never questioned the Lord because he saved him 5 years ago when they told me there was no hope.
Walker says Joseph, who was a teenager at the time, fell off the top of a two-story barn around midnight on January 1st of 2019 during a New Year's Eve party. But no one called for help until around 2 p.m., almost 14 hours later. Walker sat down with me for an exclusive interview because she believes there's more to the story.
He was laying at the bottom of the barn on an old dirty twin mattress. They all sat there and was watching my son die. Changed his clothes, moved him, and still hadn't called 911.
One arrest was made in this case. Ginger Oxford, the mother of one of the teenagers who was throwing the party, was charged with cruelty to children for failing to seek medical attention for Joseph. A trial was held last year where she pleaded guilty. She's currently serving in prison and won't be released until 2026.
Joseph was my life, but I promise you his legacy will live on. Thank you guys so much, and I love each and every one of you, and it will always be Joseph Strong.
And you can read my previous report about Joseph right now under the Ask Anthony section on our website, firstcoastnews.com. And as soon as funeral arrangements are made, I will pass along that information to you.